ready to play some.
Exactly where I wanted to go first. The park.
Is that a portal?
Finally, some peace. But it wasn't long before I heard police cars screeching
Oh, look at
outside,
this.
and Dad came
The hell?
running to
Nah,
me.
I'm going down.
I'm never letting you out of my sight again. I looked at the officers and started kicking.
Is Herobrine in my server? Is that a light up portal?
I've never seen this creepy
The
man
hell?
before. Help! Well, Dad had a lot of paperwork to show before he could take me home.
Oh my lordy lord.
We're constantly at war, but I always found a way to do what I wanted. And in high school, I even joined the cheerleading squad, without telling him, of course. Once in 10th grade, the football captain Jake invited me to his party, and I knew there was no way Dad was letting me go so late. So once he was asleep, I sneaked out of my window. By the time I got back, it was almost
A village.
3 p.m. I was walking through
Now what is that?
when I suddenly tripped over something.
Oh, I thought that was a
Like human
portal.
body.
Okay, I'm gonna head up here now.
Just then, I saw who it was. My weird neighbor. Oh my god, what are you doing here? I was just lying back and watching the stars, till you ruined it. Why can't you just watch the friggin' stars from your garden? I like the grass here better. It's nicer and softer, and the quality is... Jeez, just shut up and go. As I started walking, he followed me. You know we go to the same school, right? You don't even know my name, do you? Of course I do. It's, something with an R or P. Wait. It's David, okay? You got me. I don't know your name. It's Scott. You'll remember now because I'm your new boyfriend. Did I hit your head when I tripped? No, you just gave me an idea. You're Miss Popular, and I'm just a nerd. Dating a cheerleader is going to be great for my image, and if you say no, I'm going to tell your dad you were out. Are you seriously blackmailing me? Yes, I am. Don't worry, it's not forever. We'll date for a month and then break up publicly. So, do we have a deal? Dating this weirdo would be social suicide for me, but if Dad found out, I'd be grounded for eternity. So, I shook hands on it. I was so not looking forward to school on Monday. I walked down the hall with my face behind a book, hoping to avoid Scott. I didn't find him anywhere, and I felt so relieved. Maybe he was kidding about the whole thing anyway. Later at lunch, Jake joined me, and I was having a great time when suddenly Scott slid right next to me. Here I am, my lady. Now, what are your other 2 wishes? Oh my god. Dude, we're in the middle of something here. Can you go and be weird somewhere else? I'd like to know what you're in the middle of with my girlfriend. Girlfriend? Your girlfriend? Isabel, your friend seems rather stupid. Can you please tell him clearly? I kicked him hard under the table. Yes, it's true. Scott is my boyfriend. No way. This is just some stupid joke, isn't it? It is not. I love Isabel, and she loves me very much, and will prove it. To my horror, Scott jumped onto the table and held out a hand for me. I climbed up very reluctantly, and he whispered, "You better make this convincing." I was going to kill him. I kissed him as everyone in the cafeteria watched us and gasped. Jake stormed off furiously, and I dragged Scott outside. What was that? This is not part of the deal. Well, we have to make it believable. What's the problem anyway? You seemed to be really into that kiss. I was not. I'd rather kiss a monkey's butt. Now, you listen to me. Just then, a thin goth girl named Irene walked up to us. Scott, are you really going out with this girl? Yes, I am, Twiggy. Meet your future sister-in-law. Wait, you guys are siblings? How come she doesn't have a British accent? Because we're both Americans. And my brother's such a loser. Why do you speak like that? So I can sound more sophisticated. Not all of us just get by in life with a pretty face. So you settled for a stupid accent? Good job. Also, I wouldn't date a cheerleader if I were you, Scott. She's one of them, and they're all jerks. Before I could defend myself, she walked off. Don't mind her. She's weird. My friends are coming over for a chess tournament tonight, and I can't wait for them to meet my girlfriend. I can't. I have things to do, like spending the rest of high school in your room.
Oh my god.
When I tell
That's
you
so sad.
see you, my
I'm living here.
With that, he left. Ugh.
You okay? Are you my
He
friend?
wanted a
Is there somebody in
girlfriend,
here? Are you my
Well,
friend? Can you
he
be my
was about
friend?
to get
You
one.
are my friend. Come here.
Girlfriend from
You're my
hell.
friend.
When I went over to his
Get
place
your
that evening,
ass down
it
here.
looked like I'd walked onto some geek planet. And they were all staring at me like I was an alien.
Nope, nope, nope,
Oh,
nope.
we thought
Not doing
Scott was
this.
lying about us being together. Oh no, meeting this cookie monster is the best thing that's ever happened to me. When they set up the chessboard, I jumped into Scott's lap and started picking up the chess pieces. Babe, what's this horsey thing? And what's this one for? I'm really dumb, you know. I don't understand anything. Can you please leave those alone? I'll explain to you later. Why are you talking like that to me, Snookums? You think I'm dumb, don't you? I never said that. Just watch a game and you'll understand everything, okay? I smiled sweetly, but I wasn't backing down. I kept distracting Scott by playing with his hair, feeding him snacks, and accidentally dropping a drink in his lap. And then, right when they were in the middle of
Now you can have an expert do your taxes for you. 100% free. Simple tax returns only. Must file by February
Asshole.
15th.
Where the fuck are you at? Come here. Get your ass over here.
Campers Cruisers 360 Fit. Tense match. I started doing a cheerleading routine. Give me an S. Give me a C. And then an OTT. Go, Scotty! I did a cartwheel next and crashed straight into their table, knocking their chessboard to the floor. They all looked so mad, and Scott took me out of the room. What are you doing? I know you just think we're a bunch of nerds, but this is important to us. I'm just giving you the girlfriend experience. If you don't like it, break up with me. Not a chance. You're my girlfriend for the month. Deal with it. Of course, everyone in school knew by now that Scott and I were dating. And he was everywhere. In the library, during lunch, at my cheerleading practice. A few days later, he even signed up for a hiking trip I was going to. As we were walking, a cheerleader asked us how we'd gotten together. Oh, it's a really boring story. Oh, she's just shy. It was quite romantic, actually. What? She was walking past my house when she slipped and sprained her ankle. I took my t-shirt off and wrapped it around her foot, and then I carried her home. She asked me out because of my rock-hard abs. Her words, not mine. Oh, I could bash his skull with a rock. And suddenly, I had a brilliant idea. I stopped back to tie my laces and quickly filled up my backpack with rocks. Then I let out a loud cry. God, I sprained my ankle again. I don't think I can walk. Oh, I got you, my lady. Hop onto my back. And when I did, he let out a loud groan. What is it, Scotty? Nothing. Totally, fine. I almost died trying not to laugh. The poor boy was grunting and sweating as he carried me down the hill. And then finally, he collapsed to the ground. Gosh, Isabel, you weigh as much as a baby elephant. Did you just call me fat? I burst into fake tears as everyone glared at him. No, that's not what I meant, babe. Don't touch me, you jerk. Just then, Jake shoved him aside. You heard her. Come on, Isabel. Let a real man carry you. Oh, I think my ankle is feeling better. I can walk, but I'll need some support. I leaned on Jake's arm and started limping away. Served Scott right for that stupid story. Later, I felt bad for what I'd put him through, so I invited him to come with me to my friend's party. I was having a great time dancing there, but Scott was just hanging out in a corner, and I caught him looking at me more than once. Hey, come dance with me. Oh, I'd rather not. I don't have your moves. You looked pretty great out there. Why was my face getting hot? Well, I'd like to see your moves. Okay then, don't say I didn't warn you. He walked onto the dance floor and started doing the weirdest chicken dance. Everyone stopped to stare and snicker at him, but he didn't seem to give a hoot. I burst out laughing. He looked ridiculous, and it looked like so much fun. I jumped in and started imitating his moves, and before I knew it, a whole bunch of kids had joined us, and we were all doing Scott's chicken dance. We all clapped for him at the end of it. As we were walking away, Scott accidentally bumped into Jake and knocked over his plate of food
Huh?
in his shirt.
Have you worn these before?
Jake grabbed him by the collar. You're
So
really
the tag on is in your laundry.
What are you
Huh.
doing here? Dating some cheerleader? Won't
Water today, you feel me?
Okay.
always be a loser. Why
Been
are you
killing
so
these
worked up?
drinks.
Is it that time
Only tea.
again?
Well, it doesn't matter. You've been killing them and leaving the proof.
Forward and pushed him away.
You just cleaned your room, so these are very recent.
What proof?
As
Proof,
Jake
meaning
screamed
you're
furiously,
leaving proof
Scott
with all these
ran
empty
and
bottles.
ran out of there. We went to his house
So
and I
it's
held up
easy
an
to
ice pack
tell
his face.
how much you are entailing.
That's a lie.
Not a lie, G.
That's a lie.
How?
First time I went.
I never did anything.
I'm a nerd,
You
remember?
think, huh?
I've had plenty of broken glasses, punches, and insults. Scott, I'm sorry to hear that. No one deserves such treatment, especially you. It's okay. You didn't bully me. You just never noticed me. Are you trying to make me feel worse? Is it working? Yeah, a little bit. His eyes were so lovely up close, and my heart was racing. But just then, Irene walked in, and I jumped back. I should go home. It's late. See you around, Scott. And with that, I ran off. Jeez, was I falling for my fake boyfriend? The next day in school, Irene was participating in an art contest. But just an hour before, Scott and I found her crying in the art room. Someone had ripped her painting to shreds with a note stuck to it. No place for losers. It's Jake. He did this to get back at me. I'm going to kill him. But what am I gonna do right now, Scotty? I have nothing. Listen, I'm going to run back home and get one of your other art pieces. You have so much amazing stuff. It'll be fine, I promise. He was out of there like a bullet and was back just before the contest started. The judges loved Irene's artwork, and she actually came in second place. As we were all walking out of the hall, we spotted Jake and his buddies, and Scott jumped forward to attack him, but I held him back. That's right, Isabel. Keep that loser in check before I kick his butt again. Sure, I'll do that. And you should go clear your locker, Jake, because you're about to be kicked out. See, you were too stupid to notice the camera in the art room. I asked the principal to look at the footage, and she'll be calling you any minute now. Jake looked at me in shock, and before we knew it, the principal was dragging him off to her office, and he was expelled. A few days later, Scott and I went to the carnival with some friends, and when we were on the Ferris wheel, it suddenly stopped with us on top. While we were waiting for it to get fixed, Jake suddenly turned to me. So, have you thought about how we're breaking up? What? Our month's over tomorrow. We can just break up in the cafeteria, so that everyone knows we're not together. Oh, yeah, of course. And you are more popular now. Everyone loves your chicken dance. You got what you wanted. Yes, I did. Just then the Ferris wheel started working again, and I angrily hopped off when we got to the bottom. He didn't care about me at all. Just then one of my friends caught up with me and asked where Scott was. Don't know and don't care. He's just a loser, and I'm gonna dump his sorry butt tomorrow. But the next day, I decided that I didn't want to break up. I liked him, and I needed to tell him. When I got to the cafeteria, I walked over to Scott and said, "Hey, listen, I don't think we should see each other anymore." "Yeah, I agree. You're just a spoiled little princess, and I've realized I'm too good for you." "Scott, this is not what I want. Are you begging me to stay with you? Don't embarrass yourself, because I won't change my mind." As I felt everyone's eyes on me, I just ran to the bathroom in angry tears. How could he be such a jerk? Just then, Irene walked in and asked what had happened. "Your brother is awful. Guess I'll do anything for popularity, huh? Dumping a cheerleader makes him look good." "And you didn't want to break up with him?" "No, I didn't. But now, gosh, you guys are idiots. He heard you saying to a friend that you were dumping his sorry butt today, so he decided to do it first. Isabel, he's actually in love with you since forever. This whole deal wasn't about you being popular. He just saw a chance to get close to you, and he took it." I ran out of the bathroom to go find him and crashed straight into him. "You owe me such a big apology." "I know. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean a word. The truth is, I don't want to break up with you, Isabel. I want to be your real boyfriend. If you let me, I love you." Wow, you really do have rock hard ass. love you too, idiot. And I pulled him in for a kiss.
At Domino's, we're more than just pizza with our mix and match deal. Because we didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Once there lived a pair of twin sisters who loved each other deeply. So deep that they would share everything they had. It just so happened that they got married at the same time. And then got divorced very soon at the same time. But little did they know, one of them was pregnant. So the pregnant one said, "Don't worry, sis. Whatever is mine is yours too. We will share this baby." They even had it documented that the other one will be the baby's second guardian. Soon after that, a cute little baby girl was born. The aunt held the baby in her arms lovingly. "Oh, she's such a cutie. And look, she has my eyes." "Huh? You must be kidding. Give her to me. Let me hug her first. And oh, look at her. Isn't she a little tiny version of me?" Well, that baby was me. And ever since then, I've been living the craziest life with two crazy moms who were head over heels in love with me. I'm Belinda. Please like and subscribe. My mom and Aunt Celine had once been the closest pals, but no one would ever believe that now, because the only thing they always did was fight. Over me. Belinda spoke her first word. She said, "Ummy." Can you believe that? What? I'm sure you've misheard mommy. That's me. What's an ummy anyway? It's short for aunt plus mommy. That's me. I always knew she liked me more. But mom wasn't taking it. She started pulling me from aunt's hands, but she wasn't letting me go either. The struggle went on until I fell on the bed and screamed. On my 5th birthday, we all went to Disneyland, and it was so much fun. My aunt went to the restaurant to order lunch. While we were waiting, I suddenly spotted Mickey Mouse, and he seemed to be waving right at me. I immediately ran through the crowd to see him. He hugged me, and we even danced, and when I turned back to go to Mom, I couldn't see her anywhere. Oh my God, was I lost? I ran around crying, but thankfully some staff took me to the announcement area, and my mom and aunt came rushing there in seconds. Oh my God, honey, I'm so sorry. I didn't notice you had gone. You didn't notice your own daughter? How amazing you are. I shouldn't have left her alone with you in the first place. She lifted me up in her arms and took me to the restaurant. And I forgot all my tears when I saw food in front of me. But later that night, I saw Mom crying in her room. She hugged me as soon as I entered. "I'm so sorry, darling. I never thought I'd be so stupid. Your aunt was right to be angry. I've almost lost you." "Mommy, it's okay. I'm just fine, and I love you." But after that incident, the tension between Mom and Aunt just kept growing. When it was my time for school, though, both came together for the first time and chose a fancy private school. On my first day, Mom woke me up extra early and spent 2 hours doing my hair. When I went to the dining hall, all ready, Aunt Celine gasped, "What on earth have you done to her hair?" "Gosh, let me fix it." She then untied my hair and put some colorful clips in it, which looked pretty cool. "Aunt Celine, this is so nice. Can you do my hair every day?" "Of course, honey. Why am I even here?" "Why am I even here then?" Mommy, do you hear that? That's the school bus. See you two later. Love you." "Love you too, my dear." I think she said that to me. God, I just ran away and waited at the street corner till the bus came. Years passed, and I was doing pretty great at school, except I was the kid with 2 moms at every parent-teacher meeting, 2 moms at Mother's Day, 2 moms cheering me at every event. I loved them, but they could sometimes be embarrassing when they started fighting over me publicly. Then one day in the 9th grade, my aunt brought home a boy my age and said he was going to stay with us for a while. He's Harry, my friend's only son. As she's going to France for a business trip, I told her I'll take care of Harry these 6 months. 6 months? Are you crazy? We barely know him. Aunt paid no attention to Mom and took him in. But the worst part was that his room was right next to mine, and he kept playing loud music on his guitar all night long. I could barely focus on anything. I marched into his room and Harry Styles. Less noise, please. He opened the door with a wide smile. Oh my god, what did you just call me? How did you know he's my music idol? Okay, whatever. Just keep it down. I'm trying to prepare for the National Poetry Competition. You write poems? Let's hear one. Maybe I can write music for it. Oh my god, we could start our own band. Who was this dummy and why was he here? Oh my god, we could start our own band. Who was this dummy and why was he here? I just walked away and he went right back to playing as loudly as ever. A few days later, it was my 15th birthday, and like every year, it was a war between my moms to decide everything for the party. But in the end, they threw a great one with all my friends from school, and Harry even played some songs, and he was actually pretty good. After he finished playing, I went over to him. Okay, I have to admit, I really like your song. Whoa, that's a biggie coming from you. Thanks, Mrs. Shakespeare. I laughed and he pulled me onto the dance floor. But just then, someone pulled me away. It was Mom. What's going on here? Is this boy flirting with you? So what if he is? He's a gem. I know him like his mom. But I don't know him or his mom. I don't want him and Belinda getting so close. And she took my hand and started walking. But my aunt took my other hand and tried to stop me. With everyone at the party staring at us, I got really pissed off. When would they stop treating me like a child? I pulled away from both and ran from there. I was sitting on the stairs in the hallway when Harry joined me. Hey, sorry about that. You want to get out of here? I immediately said yes and sneaked out for my own party. He took me to his favorite spot, an ice skating rink. Wow, this place is amazing, Harry, but I don't know this game. It's simple. All you have to do is skate on the ice. Come on, I'll teach you. He was teaching me so well, and I was loving it. After some time, I got so excited that I left Harry's hand and started skating by myself. I was just flying. But right after, I fell down hard and hit my head. Harry took me straight to the hospital, and I was fine, but I had to get a few stitches. When Mom and Aunt arrived, they went bonkers. I knew it. I knew this boy just meant trouble. Celine, see? You brought this bad influence into my daughter's life. Mom, stop. You're making my head feel worse. Harry didn't do anything. It's me. I agreed to go skating with him. I left his hand and fell down. Everyone looked so tense. Harry told Aunt that he believed and stay with some cousin of his. I bowed sorry as he left. We just started being friends, and my mom had driven him away. The doctor said I needed to rest completely for a week, and this meant I had no chance to study for the poetry selection test. But it was really important for me to take it. I was really tense on the day of the exam, and when it started, I totally blanked out. I was biting my pen and staring at the window when I suddenly spotted Aunt Celine waving at me. What was she doing here? She sneaked closer to the window and waved at me. I glared at her and mouthed at her to leave, but she threw a paper ball straight at me. It missed me and fell on the floor just near the teacher's shoes. He picked it up and saw it was a cheat sheet from some poem collection. And he also saw Aunt at the window. I knew I was doomed. The teacher took me to the principal, who instantly disqualified me from the national competition and suspended me for a month. Hearing that, Aunt lost it and begged the principal to give me another chance. No way, Miss Celine. We don't tolerate cheating in this school. Now, it's better you both leave, or I might have to dismiss your child forever. How dare you say that? She's been the school topper all these years, and this is what she gets? Mind your words, ma'am. and stop wasting my time. She tried to walk away, but Aunt grabbed her arm and the principal pushed her away. The two started fighting till some teachers pulled them apart and a security guard threw Aunt out. And I was so mad when we got home. What were you even trying to do, Aunt? You ruined me and my future. Now I can't participate in the nationals anymore. Belinda, honey, that was never my intention. I just wanted to help you because you hadn't had a chance to prepare, but I didn't expect it would turn out this way. Trust me, I did this for you. I'm so sorry. No, I don't want to hear anything from you. Celine, I am so disappointed in you. I didn't know you could be this stupid. Enough of your nonsense. She's my daughter and mine alone. I can take care of her. Just back off. Aunt Celine cried and left for her room. She started staying away from all of us and barely spoke a word. Then one day, she didn't come out of her room at all. When I went up, she wasn't there, but I found a note on her bed. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to be a burden anymore, so I'm leaving. What? She left? Just like that? Mom and I were so shocked. As days passed, I realized I was no longer angry with my aunt, but I was missing her terribly, and I knew Mom was feeling the same too. Mom, did you add salt to my tea? And why are you even wearing a sweatshirt? It's summer, Mom. Oh, yeah, honey, I'm just, sorry, my dear. I don't know why, but I'm just not myself these days. I know why, Mom. You're missing Aunt too. What if she just forgets me, Mom? Maybe she'll just have a kid of her own and never think of me. No, honey, that's medically impossible for her. You know, that's why I promised her that you're her kid too. But we just got so crazy. Oh no, Aunt can't have children? Now I was feeling worse for my aunt. I just had to get her back. I tried contacting her several times through emails and phone calls, but she just never replied. Then one day, I got some good news from my school. My teacher had spoken to the principal, and she was ready to give me a second chance in the national poetry competition. I wrote an emotional poem about Mom's love, and even better, I was selected to read it out loud for the final round of the competition. I could take my mom, but I so wanted my aunt to be there too. I sent her the invitation by email and reserved her a seat in the front row, hoping she'd show up. I also texted Harry to come. On the big day,
I'm deleting Minecraft.